Betul kan ada ini malah TV profile ya. Nomor ini lah, video.
From Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the wideout in motion. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And some room to maneuver. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And so much of today's football goes back to the old West Coast offensive scripting plays to start. Sometimes you script to find out information. In this case, they got both. They attack for a big gain, and they have information that tells them we might want to come back to that play later.
Now Manning. He's got his running back, Rashad Jennings. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Manning now to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they'll go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and in the end zone. How about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? In motion left is Cruz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out offensive.
Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wilson on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Eat your food. Eat it up, honey.
They'll run with Darkwa, and he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defense.
Yeah. You will leave them, you got it.
Inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 73 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's the point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time.
Brother.
They got him for a sack.
Salah roomnya colok.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Good.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss
Couple.
of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Complete, Richardson has it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Tahu
So
mula
in the
aja dia.
2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
What?
Have a profound effect on this game.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Darkron. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now Manning finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now Darkwan. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the 1st half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Play fake here on first down.
You.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some
Yeah.
you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now a first down following that long gain. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now it's Wilson.
Ay.
Baldwin intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. In his own end zone, it's Manning. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shepard will go in motion right. On first down, Manning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer,
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Oh.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Boleh lah.
So second and medium, second and
Cover
5 now.
kayaknya ya.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Third and long, it's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Beckham.
Red.